This is LumTasker, a chunk man starting in Lumbridge. But LumTasker isn't an ordinary chunker. He's undertaking tasks randomly to progress. In the last episode we rolled our first new chunk, Lumbridge Castle Backyard, and made a good start on the 210 tasks remaining in our chunks. With 60 tasks complete, we have 151 tasks to roll for, as the mythical roll a chunk task is added to all rolls. Task roll 61 was pickpocketing a logo from a ham member, but this would require 15 thieving, and we only have 9. The task is converted into an achievable objective of gaining a level in thieving, and the primary task can be re-rolled again at a later point. The next roll was to get 99 defense. As before, this is amended to gaining a level, but can be obtained through any combat. So we killed a giant rat, a unicorn, and lots of muggers. Maximise the tasks completed. In the middle of the mugger kills, we got the beekeeper random event. New music obtained, and the beekeeper's legs ticked off from the collection log. And there is 25 defense. Quite a few muggers killed to get there, and we have 16 tasks ticked off. As we reach the mid-stage of this chunk, objectives are yielding smaller amounts of completed tasks. I've changed the task completion screens to a smaller panel where 1 or 2 tasks complete, so it's less like a slideshow. Please let me know in the comments if this improves things. We are using some of the kill tasks to level ranged and magic. As we are still using tutors for ammo and runes, we still cannot train on all rolls though. A mugger objective allowed us to tick off 5 more tasks. Always nice when the primary task comes in. Nothing wrong with the free-to-play trip for a secondary task. We have got 200 total levels. Getting closer to level 15 for the ham members. Roll 76 was unusual. Where does a bronze mace come from? Quick check on chunk picker. Selecting details on the task shows it should come from smithing, but we have no access to a mine. We have some copper ore from mob drops, but no tin ore. Back to chunk picker, and tin ore drops in a 1 in 128 chance from level 5 goblins. The objective then becomes kill 20 level 5 goblins for tin ore to level smithing. One of the balancing acts of the chunk taskmaster rules is leaving in grinds like this, while using the roll a chunk task as an out. To find a mine in this instance, the primary task will stay in the rolls until completed though. First bird's nest drop. Clue is no use though. A nice quick objective, and not as bad as I feared. Only one more thieving job until we can pickpocket ham guards. And that's 15 in thieving. Next time we roll one of these tasks, we can start clearing the 40 ham thieving tasks. That's over a third of remaining tasks. That's 3 in a row. Now off to the ham hideout. Ham followers are a pain to pickpocket. Fail around 3 times and you're rejected or imprisoned and have to make your way back again. But that's 20 successful pickpockets and 17 tasks ticked off. We are now over halfway through the tasks we started the chunk with, but the wins will get smaller from here. And some more pickpocketing. Another 9 tasks ticked off here. The last few drops of any of the drop tables take a while to be ticked off, but they do provide training opportunities, however slow. I'm currently leaving all objectives in the videos, but extending the commentary on the interesting ones. If you have any ideas on how you'd like the repeat tasks to be handled, please let me know. Another ham thieving task, and with a drop we can use, the ham cloak. As this is Runescape, we'll celebrate task 99 rather than 100. And well under 8, we have another chunk roll. I was interested in how lucky we had been. And cumulative probability is not that easy to estimate when the chance of receiving an item also changes over time. To show this in more detail, I've created a graph using the data from the tasks so far. As you can see, the second chunk required more rolls and was less likely to occur than the coin toss for chunk 1. The angle of the graph increases as more tasks are marked as complete. And if you squint, you can see the increase where we got 15 thieving, as well as the more prominent ones at the beginning of the chunk as the quick wins are ticked off. Before we roll, a quick look at the state of the task list. We have 72 tasks remaining, up from the 35 we carried across from the previous chunk. We've only completed 2 drop tables, and that was for the citizen pickpocket and ram, the always drop. This is going to slow down progress on whichever trunk is chosen. For the role possibilities, chunks 1, 2 and 3 were in the previous role. Chunk 4 includes the Lumbridge swamp caves and several different mob types. Chunk 5 includes forestry, drainor sewers and a host of grinds. We could be there for a while. Chunk 6 is very similar in additions to Chunk 1, farmers, cows, chickens, but also sheep for the sheep shearer quest. So let's get ready for the roll. And the chunk is number 4, West Lumbridge Swamp. Let's go and take a look around. We go past a building towards a mine in the southwest, but that contains no useful ores at present. In the centre of the map, in the swamp, is the Lumbridge Swamp Dungeon. We can't go down as I didn't bring a rope, but it contains many Slayer monsters. And one big obstacle for this chunk, the level 99 Giant Frog. Onto the tasks. The chunk has only added 52 tasks across 6 mobs. The giant frogs drop the curved bone, a famously rare drop. There are no increased stat requirements though. The level 99 giant frog gives us cause for concern. Where we roll a kill task for a mob that is too hard, we have to die to it and fail that task. Once that happens, we have the option to backlog all tasks related to that mob to the next chunk, when it will become available again. Turning combat tasks into gain a level objectives does not feel right, as there is no clear endpoint. So before we close this episode, let's take a look at the stats. With the total level of 232, progress is being made everywhere, with melee all above 30, and both ranged and magic increasing slightly. Thieving is taking a leap, and there are small gains in crafting and gathering. Thank you for watching this far. If you've enjoyed or not, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. In the next episode, we'll find out what the first new task of the new chunk will be.